let's go ahead and put a formula in the cell in the place next to total. We're going to do like we did before. We're going to want to click in the cell where we want the result, where we want the number to appear. And we start the formula with an equal sign. So we're going to tap the equal key on the keyboard. Notice there's a bunch of stuff that has now been filled in the cell. The word sum and cell addresses. This is because Google Sheets is looking at all the numbers around and making an assumption, trying to help you, trying to guess what you're going to do. Sometimes this is helpful, sometimes it is not. This is not what we want to do right now. We will talk about sum, but first I want us to put in a simple formula like we did before. So we're going to ignore what Sheets has written in here, and we're going to continue on as if it's not even there. What did we do last time? We started our formula with the equal sign, and then we clicked on the number we want to add, one of the numbers, the first number. So we're going to click on that number. We're clicking on the cell that holds that number, and you see now our formula, the cell address has now populated our formula automatically. We have the number, the first number we want to add. What do we do next? We're going to put in an operator. We're putting in the A+ sign. So on the keyboard, we're going to hold down the shift and tap the key with the plus sign. Same key that has the equal sign. We have a plus. Now let's click on the next number that we want to add in this formula. We're going to click on that cell that has the next number we want to add. That cell address has now been entered into our formula. And again, Google Sheets trying to be helpful is even showing you right here a quick calculation of what it's going to be, what these two are going to add up to. This little hint box is just kind of a check to help you make sure you're on the right track. You can ignore it or not. This formula is complete. We're only adding two numbers, so when we're done entering everything in our formula, we go to the enter button and close the cell, complete the formula. And you see that formula in our total cell has now been calculated. Job 4,000, Etsy 500, so the total is 4,500. Continuing on, our amount in leftover is still not right. Why not? If we click in that cell, we can look in the formula bar and see that formula is pointing to a cell that doesn't have information in it. This formula says B1, which is this cell, minus B5, which is this cell. B1 doesn't have anything in it. In fact, we don't even want to use B1. We want to use this cell. This cell is B4. Look, if I click on it, I can check over here in the name box. We want to use cell B4 in our formula. So let's go back to this cell next to leftover. Let's fix this. My suggestion is when you're starting out and you need to fix something or something is wrong, delete it and start over. You're not being graded. There's no shame in it. It just makes it clear. So I've clicked on this cell that says leftover, and I'm going to hit the delete key on the keyboard. Done. Gone. Clean slate. Let's start over. We're going to put a formula in here that is what? What would we do on paper? We would write whatever the number is for our total income minus total expenses. So here we're going to tap the equal, start our formula with the equal. We are going to click on the first number that we need in this formula. So that's our total income. We are going to subtract, so we need the dash, the minus sign. And then we're going to click on the next number that's in this formula, what we're taking away, that's the expense. So we'll just click on that number, and those cell addresses are just pop right into the formula. We're done. We're only doing two numbers, one thing minus another. So since we're done, hit enter. Now we have a proper calculation. The number in the cell next to leftover is correct because it is subtracting the expenses from the total income.